computer. All right, hey guys, welcome to our power planning for Sunday night. It is April 18th, which is mind-boggling. It's been a beautiful day here today in Ohio for those of you that are around us. I hope you got to be outside some. If not, we'll hurry up and get this done so you can get out there really quick. So we are going to start off tonight like we always do with our rate of run. So you're going to want to get logged into your cloud. There we go. I got kicked out. All right, so what you're going to do is on your homepage there, you're going to go scroll down past all the trackers, all that good stuff. Go to your business snapshot. It's going to pull up your qualification bar. You're going to see where it says current QV. You're going to take that dollar amount. That's the volume that you and your team, so everybody in your downline, placement downline, sponsorship downline, that's all in that number. So you're going to take that and you're going to divide it by 18 because today's 18th of the month. That is the number you're seeing now in front of you is the average that you and your team have been doing all month. So now we're going to take that new number and multiply it by 30 because we have 30 days this month. So now this final number you're looking at, if you keep going at the rate you've been going, you're on track for this new number. So based on this new number, number one, it's just good to know where you are. But really, based on this number, now you know, am I on track or am I not on track? Do I need to do like some serious magic in the next couple of weeks? Or have I been doing serious magic and maybe it's working? So only you will know because only you know your number. Please don't ever let your rate of run number defeat you. To me, the rate of run is just so powerful because if you are somebody and, maybe your brand spanking new and you keep hearing about 4K and you're like, dang, I've only done a couple $100. That's your rate of run. Like, don't compare your rate with somebody else's. So if you're tracking your rate of run and it's saying, okay, you've done 200 already, we think you're going to end the month at 400, that is something to celebrate. You will get to 4K. Your business will get to 4K. You will get to 12K. You will go to all the places, but you have to celebrate where you're at now. Like, you have to what did I do the first 2 weeks that got me to this $400 mark? I'm going to repeat that because clearly it worked. And I'm going to add to it because I want to get even more. So take your rate of run and let it push you forward. Let it help you understand what you are doing right and what maybe you should add to it. So that's why I love rate of run. I just think, especially, this is April. So we have, we have a trip. People are still trying to qualify for the Puerto Vallarta trip. And we also have the big rake advance bonuses happening. So there's a lot on the line right now. So it's really important to know your rate of run, especially if you are up and running for one of those particular things that I just mentioned. So, okay, with that in mind, I'm going to look at my calendar really quick. Again, for those of you that might be watching this on replay, because I feel like all the names on here, except for iPad number 2, I don't know who that is. You guys know this, but on Sunday night power planning, basically what I'm doing is getting myself ready for the week, the whole week ahead. And you're doing it with me. So your calendar will not look exactly like mine, but I'm just going to walk you through what I do to get myself ready for the upcoming week. Because to me, once the week hits, I can't always be on the daily power plans. So I like to make sure I have like my plan of action already in place. So this week is it's the 16th week of the year, according to my calendar. It's going to go, today is the 18th and it takes us through the 24th. So we have, we as a group here on Sunday Power Plans, we'll be back next Sunday. So let's go ahead and throw in that next Sunday date, because between now and the next time we see each other, we have 2 auto ship days coming up. We have the 20th and the 25th. So one of the things that we're going to do real quickly, or I shouldn't say quickly because this is super important and it may take you a little bit of time. You're going to get yourself back into your cloud. This time you're actually going to go into your menu and you're going to hit the My Team button. You're going to go down to My Customers, and at the very top where it says customer number, customer name, email, we're going to scroll all the way to the right. You're going to see a box that says Next Auto Ship. Click that twice. Now it is showing you by date who has auto ships coming out. So anyone that has an auto ship listed for April 20th and April 25th, you're going to write those names down right now. I'm actually putting those names down on my calendar for the 19th tomorrow because I have some people that are, the people that are running on the 20th I've already talked to, but the people running on the 25th, I'm putting them down on my calendar for tomorrow. if you have people who have an auto ship running on the 20th and you haven't contacted them yet, I would encourage you to do that tonight before you go to bed. Like as soon as we get off of here, I would encourage you to do that. But go ahead and write down anyone who has an auto ship coming out on the 20th or 25th. I'm going to get their names down. I wish there was an easier way to see this on my phone. Okay, so the names that you have written down here, especially for the name, if you wrote people that have the auto ship going out on Tuesday. So for those of you that might be a little new and you're not sure, if someone has an auto ship going out, the day that it's going out, so for in this case, the 20th on Tuesday, if they want to make any changes to it, if they want to add items to it, maybe swap out a flavor, change up a DFT, maybe they want to take off an item, maybe they want to delete it or skip this month completely. If they don't do all of those things before 11:59 Eastern, the day before, so in this case, the 19th, it'll happen. The auto ship will go. It'll go as it is right now in the computer. And there is no way to stop an auto ship. If you have ever tried to do a support ticket regarding anything on the day of an auto ship, you'll get the big red flag saying, if this is about your auto ship, don't bother. This is how it works. You clicked, I agree. So the reason I'm telling you all that is because you want to make sure that your customers know that, because they may not know that. Maybe you told them on the phone, hey, auto ships are really easy. We have vanishing auto ship. You can cancel at any time, but they may not know what that means or when they have to do that. So I'm telling you now, as a promoter, if you have people getting auto ships, the night before that auto ship runs is the last chance they have to change it. And that's why I'm so adamant about being in contact with everyone, because if you wait until 11 o'clock the night before, you may not get a hold of them. They may be asleep. They may think you're crazy for calling them at 11 o'clock at night. And then they're going to be really ticked the next day if an auto ship runs and they weren't ready for it. So make sure you're reaching out to these people. I always try to keep conversations going throughout the month with my auto shippers, not just Thrive related, but like life related, because again, the more I know about their life, the better I can help them. So I have been having a conversation with somebody who's supposed to have an auto ship on, say, the 20th. And they have been super run down lately because XYZ, jobs, kids, whatever. And we've talked about that. I may say to them, hey, let's bump up to Ultra. Or I may say, hey, I noticed last month you only did 1 box of shakes. Let's do 2 so you can have 1 a day. I don't know where I'm going to go. Like maybe they say they can't sleep. Maybe I'll talk about rest gel. I have no idea where the conversation will go, but I know we'll have a conversation because we're talking about life. So keep that in mind. That's why, it's so important to find out if they have an auto ship and contact them, because you don't want to spend somebody's money if they're not ready. If you've ever had an auto ship run when you weren't ready and it's so annoying. So our job as promoters is customer service to let them know. And then secondly, it's our job as customer service, as promoters with their customer service, to help make sure that their Thrive experience is matching up to what they need. I know from my friends and family, spring sports have kicked in. So every flipping night of the week, there's at least a couple of games happening. So talk to these people about pro bars, talk to these people about, extra shakes, talk to them about blast, like things that they could help have in the car ready to go last minute. Cause that mom has packed everything the kids need. And then she's got to the game and she's settled and she has nothing because that's being a mom, right? So think about those things. Like, are the kids playing spring sports? These pro bars are amazing to have in the car with you, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, just try to put yourself in your customer's shoes and how can you help them? So, okay, the next thing I have on my list for the week, I actually have a local this week on Wednesday, thanks to Miss Lisa Cook. She is having a local and I'm going to be there with her. So I have to make sure that on Wednesday day, I have all of my reach outs before I head out to have the local with her that night. And hopefully we'll be getting lots more names for her that evening.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, I'm excited. And then I'm actually having, it's a Botox party. I get Botox in my jaw for my TMJ. And so I have that on Thursday night. So, and not that matters, but the reason I'm telling you all of this is because if you start thinking, oh, I've got plenty of time to get this done or that done, and then you're like, oh, I forgot, I don't have time because I've got this thing coming up Thursday night. that's why we do this on Sunday, like think ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some names for my reach outs this week. Oh, also really quick, I should have said this in the very beginning. If you guys have been working with anyone today, in the next couple of hours is when the free shipping promo ends. So make sure you're ahead of the, ahead of the game on that one. And then also whatever promo maybe you have been doing. Like I know I was running a promo directly for my customers the last couple of days. I'm following up with them also. My promo goes till tomorrow, so I have a little extra time. But so where I'm going to get some names for my reach outs today, I'm actually going to go into the My Team button again, and where I'm going to go into the My Customer button. Oops. Okay. I think a couple weeks ago, we sorted them by last order placed or note, like if they never ordered. Today, I'm actually going to go over and I'm going to sort them by last auto ship. So you know how we did next auto ship? And that's how we knew who had an auto ship coming out. Now I'm going to go by last auto ship. So when I click that last auto ship button twice, the first name that pops up here, this lady has not had an auto ship since September of 2016. Should be a pretty good person to make sure I'm in contact with. So I'm going to go through and what I'll do to save time here, and you guys can do whatever you're comfortable with. I actually like to screenshot the names. So, and I already know, so on my screenshot, I'm going to have customers here that have an auto ship from September of 2016 all the way down to, that's weird. It's not really in total numerical order. But anyway, all the way down to 2017. There's a 2020 thrown in there, which is weird, but whatever. So anyway, I'm going to take a screenshot of those names, and I'm going to contact 5 of those names a day. Now, when I say contact, I'm not going to be like, hey, Marie, you haven't ordered since 2015. What's up with that? Are you ready to thrive? That's not my conversation. I'm going to peek on Marie. I'm going to go into her Facebook, her Instagram, wherever it is I know her from. I'm going to hope I can find something that's been going on in her life. I'm going to, heart or like the picture, going to make a comment, and then I'm actually going to go into her messenger and say, oh, hey, I just commented on that picture of I saw your son got engaged. I'm so excited for you guys. When's the wedding? Like whatever. But I'm not going to put that on the picture. On the picture, I'll probably just give it a heart and be like, oh, he's so handsome, whatever. He's a cute little kid. But then I'm going to go into Messenger and ask her a question because I'm going to get a conversation started. Now, does that mean she's going to be like, oh my gosh, you're right, the wedding is in 6 months and I need to order Thrive? No, I have no idea where the conversation is going to go, but I'm going to get that started with her. So I like to go through my cloud a lot to find names of people that I have forgotten about. You guys, I don't know, maybe you're not like this, but for me, I know if I'm working really hard to get new customers and I'm working hard to help maybe team members do something, I lose track of people. For example, Marie, who hasn't ordered since September 5th of 2016. I lost track of her. So for those of you that just hopped on, what we're doing to get some of our names for the week, we're going into our customer list. We're going over to where it says last auto ship, and we're clicking it twice. And this is pulling up people who have not auto shipped in a long time for us. So I'm going to take 5 names a day from that list and reach out to them. So what I will do when we're off here to save time for you guys is I will actually go in on Monday. I'll write down 5 names. Tuesday, I'll write down 5 names. You get the gist. But the reason that's important is because, for example, on Wednesday, I already told you I have a local in the evening. I have my regular job during the day. We actually have 2 regular jobs during the day. So when I get a chance to shoot off a message, I need the names already in front of me. I don't need to go find them or do whatever. I need to know they're right there. So that's why I like to plan it out that way so that I can be prepared. If I don't know, sitting, waiting on a client and I've got a couple minutes, I can shoot out a message. If I'm on my lunch break, I can shoot out a message. That's how I keep just doing the job all day long in between everything else. Okay, so that's where I'm going to get kind of what I call old names, I guess is what I would refer to that as. So again, these are people who have ordered at some point in time, but they have not auto shipped in a really long time. Although I don't know, it is weird how it put them in order for me. So anyway, maybe yours will be better. Okay, so make sure Oh, so now this is just something that I do. So again, I'm looking at my calendar here. That's why I keep looking down. Sorry. On Tuesday, the 20th, that's auto ship day. On Tuesdays, I tend to try to come up with some sort of promo for a leg of my team. I don't often do a promo for the entire team, just because that gets kind of crazy, but I will look at different legs. I will talk to different promoters. Like I have a promoter right now on my team who is pushing really hard for a qualification. And so she kind of has her own promo that she and I came up with. So that's not something that has to be put out to all the legs or anything like that. It's just something that, she's working on. But I encourage you guys to look at the different legs or look at your level ones and be like, who has stalled out, or who is running after something, or who could just use a boost in the arm, like whatever you want to call it, and come up with something. You do not have to be a graphics wizard. You don't have to be rich, like you don't have to have all these things. Basically, what I did at the beginning of the month is I looked at my credits and I was like, what's one of the least expensive items credit wise that we can, pass around. What was it too? Was it Pro Bars? I think was like $30. So I just took a picture of the Pro Bars and then put some words with it that said, for an order over 150 or more, get free Pro Bars with an asterisk. And then down at the bottom, the asterisk said, contact me prior to order for the credits. And so then I could send somebody $30. They could place their order of 150 plus add on their Pro Bars, get $30 off, which so now that helps in a couple different ways. Number one, it takes a $150 order and bumps it to 180. So that's helping volume at all the time. So just try to think about those things. If you don't have credits, maybe you have an extra pack of DFT or something from maybe your promoter pack. You can open that bad boy up and you can just say for, each new customer is going to get one free sheet of DFT. You can maybe you love strawberry, but you've noticed your customers are ordering vanilla and chocolate. You could just mail them a free strawberry packet. Like you have something in your life that you could be giving away. I always encourage promos to be wrapped around product, because you're either going to get the product through credits, which is going to bump up the order, or you're going to have to order the product yourself to then divvy it out. Like let's say you order that box of strawberry to divvy out. And so anytime those orders are placed, that adds to your volume. So yes, I think it's super fun to do like blender bottles and t-shirts and whatever. And I will do that sometimes for my team, but for customers and things that are out there, I try to stick to actual product, because again, you always want to be driving your volume. So that's what I usually do on Tuesdays. You pick what day of the week works best for you. On Mondays, I have a team Zoom with my team, just my team. I cannot encourage you guys enough to be doing that with your teams. Even if, and I've had this conversation a couple times this week with a couple different people, even if nobody shows up, still do like a Facebook Live in your team page or do a Zoom, record it. Always record them. The Facebook Live will be automatically recorded on Facebook, but then you can download or upload, I don't know what the right word is, from Facebook onto your own computer, and then you can put that on your own YouTube channel. Please, for the love of Pete, hear me on this one. This has happened now twice to people that I know. And then Tom and I randomly were watching a show last night of this farmer that we like, and the same thing happened to him. Your Facebook, our Facebook, could go away tomorrow. You have no idea. You could be hacked. It could be gone. So if you're taking the time to do Facebook Lives, take the next step and take the time to upload them onto your computer directly so that you have a copy. And then I encourage you to go one step further and put them on your YouTube channel. Here's why. You have the hard copy or whatever, I don't know what the right words are, on your computer. So you have it. So if your Facebook goes away, you have it. By having it on your YouTube, it's really easy to share the link with people. So you can share it and all that jazz. And then something to keep in mind too, if you want to do like training videos for your team specifically, you don't have to make all of your stuff on YouTube public. You can make it private. There's like listed, unlisted, public, listed, unlisted, and private. I forget, there's different settings, but those settings will tell you who gets to see it. And I just want to encourage you to do that, because it's very crazy how fast things can go away. Oh, yes. Yes. Also, speaking of your Facebook going away, print your friends list. Like, it's good to have a copy of that friends list. You don't have to do it every single week or month, but I would say make sure you're printing that bad boy off at least every 6 months. Because who knows? So when I say it's happened to two people, one is Sarah Johnson on our team. So Sarah doesn't even know why. Like, it just went away. So all of her pictures that people had taken of her at her wedding and tagged her in, all that stuff was gone. So on a side note, non-Thrive related, you can upload all of your pictures from Facebook to Google. I would encourage you to do that. Anyway, second person that happened to that I know of is Courtney Glazer. And so, or Glazer. So that was one where she was like hacked specifically because she has such a large following. Again, she had a backup account, so that just worked out for her that she had double. But just so think about that. It can happen to anybody. But I know, like, all of our Zooms like this, if I didn't have a copy of them, how crappy would that be? Like, if everything disappeared? Because we have a lot of training, a lot of material for people. So keep that in mind. Think about that when you're doing Facebook Lives or anything with your team. And again, I encourage you, if you don't have a set day and time that you're doing those with your team, to do that. Same with maybe your lives, your personal lives, or your stories, or whatever it is that you're sharing. Sandra is talking and I can't hear you. We still can't hear you.
I'm trying to type and I'm like having this brain.
Oh,
Yeah. So all my Make It Monday videos, I need to go in and save those and then upload them to YouTube channel. And I can make my own little Make It Monday YouTube channel. Or I mean, that'll be one of my little sections.
yep, a playlist.
Never even thought of that.
Yep. Yeah, keep those because that's your work. You know what I mean? So even like, I'm sure if I go back and look at my very first ever team training that is recorded and on my YouTube, I would be so embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. That's my work. I did that. That's there for people. If somebody's on your team and you guys have seen it if you're in any group chats with me. I did a video a long time ago called Welcome to Your Thrive Experience, and I send that bad boy out all the time. And it's such a time saver to have that. So anyway, keep track of your work. That was kind of a side, I don't know, that was a little side party. So anyway, so we have reach out set. So what I gave you today was a place to get a minimum of 5 reach outs a day. If you're new and you're like, lady, I don't have anybody in my last auto ship, like from a long time ago, then you lucky duck have an entire Facebook friends list probably, or an Instagram list, or just your own friends and family that you haven't contacted yet. So I would encourage you to go into whatever list it is and write down 5 names a day that, again, you're going to make contact with. And I don't mean you're going to be like, hey, I'm selling Thrive and it's amazing and you should buy it. I'm talking about you going in and saying, hey, Aunt Sue, I saw you were at the garden center over the weekend. What did you get? Like, just start a conversation, people. Just connect with people with what's important to them so that they can be more exposed to you. Yeah, Sandra is having a Thrive After 5 at her house this Thursday. So that's really for anybody here in Lebanon. I know not everyone is on that, but if you are near Lebanon, which is in between Dayton and Cincinnati, so that covers quite a bit of space. But that's open, and she shared it. I know it's on the Lavelle fan page, I think. Right? No, it's not. It's on our Dream Team fan page. That's right. So if you are watching this and you're not on Dream Team, contact Sandra Delbeck and she can send you the information. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Easy peasy. Again, we always start with rate of run. We've definitely got the auto ships to follow up with. Make sure you're reaching out to at least 5 people a day. That's the whole basis of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've heard me say it before. If you've been on here, to me, 5 a day is not enough to grow your business as quickly as I want to grow, but you make that determination. So if you want to do 30 reach out today, yes, that's a great feeling. If you're at the point where you want to do 5, that's awesome. But make sure it's 5 a day. Don't do 30 one day and then nothing any other days, because that is not the way sales works. It has to be consistent. There's magic in consistency. And that's why instead of just writing down all of those names for one day, I put 5 on each day. So anyway, I will see you guys back here. Oh, one thing really quick before I go. If you're watching this and you have not yet purchased a ticket for Thrive Palooza, I want you to take a deep breath and think about it. They still have tickets left. It's super important for your business and super fun also. So think about that. If you haven't done it, there, originally we didn't think we were going to have enough tickets, and then the rules in Texas changed and all that stuff. So they still have some tickets left if you want to come. And I would encourage you guys to get there. So now with that, I'm going to let you go. Have a great Sunday night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.